I'm looking at it from the outside, but then also having the opportunity to go inside now.
When I met 24-year-old Devin Smart outside the White House, one thing became perfectly clear.
I believe that President Donald Trump is going to win 2020 by a landslide.
It wasn't always this way. Hardly. He grew up in a family of diehard Democrats and attended an historically black university in Hampton, Virginia. While at college, Devin started researching Trump for himself, and a specific line resonated with him.
What the hell do you have to lose?
I was just looking at his different policies, the things that he said that he was going to do. I said, okay, I'm starting to like this guy, but I was scared to say it out loud because I knew I was going to get judged.
While he didn't vote in 2016, soon after Trump became president, Devin outed himself on Twitter as a full-fledged Trump supporter, complete with the Make America Great Again hat.
The Democratic Party has been manipulating the black community for over 50 years, and I was simply tired of it.
The insults came quickly.
I've been called a coon, a bootlicker, Uncle Tom, all of these derogatory terms simply because I support the president.
And then came more fallout. Twice he's been asked to preach at a spiritual revival conference in Virginia, and twice he's been disinvited.
The pastor called me and said, unless you go on your Twitter and say that you do not support the president, I can't invite you here. I said, well, tell me where in the Bible does it say that I cannot preach at your church because I support the president? And he said, well, there's a lot of people at my church who doesn't support the president, and when I seen that, they would be very upset with me if you come, so I have to take away your invitation.
Although the pastor hung up the phone, Devin still remains dialed in for Trump. He says he's not been disappointed. An historically low unemployment rate for African Americans, a groundbreaking prison reform law, and allocating a record amount of federal money to historically black colleges. And those achievements, by the way, may be just paying political dividends. In 2016, Trump won 8% of the black vote, but a new poll now shows him with almost double that, 15%.
That is the loudest I've ever heard anything in this room.
Devin came to the White House in October as part of the Black Leadership Summit. As a Christian, he experienced something pretty cool. It started when talking to a friend before the event.
She said, I would love to pray at the White House. So at the end, me and her both said, hey, President Trump, can we pray? And he pointed at me and he said, come up and pray. But she had just told me that she had a dream about praying at the White House. I looked at her, I said, go ahead.
And so she did.
God protect us. God protect our president as he's going through so much right now.
Devin went through a lot as well for publicly supporting the president. He tells me many more like him are still out there, but they operate in stealth mode.
Blacks for Trump. I like those sides.
I had over 100 messages on my Twitter of people saying, Devin, I support the president, but I'm not as strong as you to come out and say it in public. I have a lot of people who support President Donald Trump, but they won't say it. It's secret. And they're going to vote for him in 2020. I'm telling you they are.
The Trump campaign is sure hoping Devin Smart is brilliant in his prediction. David Brody, CBN News, Washington.